Beep, beep, beep. Are we on here? Are we on here? Alright, listen, you guys. I know I always pop in here and be like, oh, look at me. I'm Bryan in Bryan's World. The man, the myth, the legend. I'm so special. Look at me. I do a little bit of that, bro. And part of it is because I've had a certain set of life experiences that have made me special. And that I've listened to the other people around me. But when I come on here and toot and fart and gasp and growl, I know that it's centric on myself and my experience and Bryan's world and my stories and my tales and how I see things. But bro, I've been hammering this down. I'm collective consciousness. You're collective consciousness. We're all collective consciousness. And I'm just trying to roll that out in my way. I'm just trying to roll out my version of collective consciousness. What am I trying to say here? When I say I'm the man, the myth, the legend, fun, work hard, go with the flow, all the things about me is what I'm trying to share with other people to become the man, the myth, the legend, the magic man, the magic woman. I know we're saying a lot of man. We have girls too, I'm sure. Easy boy. Easy boy. I'm sure there's some nice ladies who would find my content valuable. I just want to fuck. Ugh, I just want to fuck. I bet you there's some bitches that... They listen to this to go to sleep while touching themselves. Okay, hi, my name is Bryan. You're in my world. This is also available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Links are not in the description. Go search it yourself. I'm helping the people, bro. You should be able to search things, you know? I got away from searching things. That's all I do now. If I go on one of these stupid little apps, I'm searching for something. I'm looking for some shit. All right? If I go on Snapchat or Instagram, I'm looking for pussy. I'm literally typing in a thing like Amanda, whatever hot bitch from high school her name is. Sarah, this dude's ex-girlfriend. Could pick her, easy. You see, that's what I go on there for. I don't know what you guys are doing. But we get caught up into the algorithm, dude. You gotta be searching, bro. So I'm not gonna put the link in the description. If you want to listen to this podcast like a normal person and not on YouTube where I record it, then you need to go there. And I need to stop being lazy and update it and put the current episodes. For real though, you guys, really, I'm just here to express my multiple personality disorder along with like all the other ones, whatever you want to say. For real though, you guys, I try my best to have a crazy, wild, interesting life and turn it into a production. Work hard, have fun, go with the flow. Life is about the journey, not the destination. I'm unfiltered, uncensored, unhinged, and keep it outside the box, baby. I've learned from my past mistakes, and I'm full of spiritual wisdom and out-of-pocket comments. Yeah, you want the tip? Just the tip, mommy. You're in Bryan's world. But yeah, for real, I wanted to address that. I was thinking about that before the show. Like, you know what, dude? I've been giving myself too much props. When really I'm just a collection. And maybe it's a good freaking collection. Okay, maybe I am a good collection of good humans that I've paid attention to. And paid attention to the good things that they say. But it doesn't necessarily make me some superstar. Or does it? I don't know. See, multiple personality disorder, you guys. Sometimes I'm real humble. I just want to come in and do my job. You know, I want to go to my warehouse job. And then I want to come home and then I want to do the dishes. And then I want to go on a run. I want to go run outside because it's snowing and 33 degrees. Probably like 20 with the wind chill. The wind was wild. I want to be out there in the elements, and I want to come and take a hot bath. And I want it to be so hot that after coming into the cold, that hot sizzling water pretty much burns and scalds me. Okay, I want to stand up. I want to shave. I'm going to shave my face, dude. After that, I'm going to be all hot. I'm going to go out back outside and cool off. And then I'm going to come on here. I'm going to do my craft. I'm going to do my freaking job. And that's what I've been trying to internalize a little bit better. Perhaps maybe I am a man of the arena, superstar vibe, big shot for a reason. Okay, you're a big shot for a fucking reason, right? I make people feel good and happy because I'm not a dork or a dick or a douche. Literally the opposite of that shit. What I used to be, I can't tell you. But in the last year and a half, I know exactly who I am. And I'm a good person to provoke. I'm a provoker, bro. Okay, I'm just trying to start a snowball, bro. I don't want to build you into a Terminator T100 ass. Go out there, do a sales job. Go out there, be an engineer. Go out there, learn a trade. Go be a carpenter. Like, go learn to work on cars. Go on Google, learn to work on cars. I don't know what to tell you exactly. But I know what works best for me. And I know what I want to do. And when your wants and desires are... It's like reverse FOMO, bro. I have reverse FOMO. I feel like I'm doing something that other people are missing out on. I don't have imposter syndrome. I have quite the opposite of imposter syndrome. I feel like I belong more than them. When I say them, I refer to the Joe Rogan sphere. I believe that my voice, for what it already is, should have... I mean, dude, Andrew Schultz, come on, you guys. I don't care if they're funny or... you know why they're funny and they have funnier jokes? Because they sit on their ass writing jokes all day like modern day clowns. And then also don't have much cultural stuff to move men forward as men. Like, you can make someone laugh, that's fine. That's X's and O's, bro. That's unexpected shit. Anybody that's introspective or funny or interesting, you literally go out there and you make people laugh every day. You understand that if you wanted to be a stand-up comedian, you could, but it's sketchy, bro. It's sketchy. I'm going to say that right now. It's sketchy. Stand-up comedy, it's not like this thing you can get into without getting drilled in your butt. You think Gay Tony isn't giving it to this William Montgomery? You think Gay Tony isn't making poor Martin Phillips like do? You think he isn't making poor Martin? You think Ari Mate? You think Ari Mate doesn't have big old Brian Redband hunched over him? You think the people that are up there aren't the ones making it spread for whatever shadow puppet Diddy Epstein type mother effer is there? I'm joking, you guys. I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it that they literally... I don't have any evidence, okay? Obviously, the Diddy case, there's a lot of evidence. I don't want to be somebody that's just making fun of Tony Hinchcliffe. I like Tony Hinchcliffe. What I'm trying to say is that, yeah, maybe there's not butt stuff going on. Okay, maybe there's not any butt ownership. Like, you don't have to have your butt owned, but your soul, yeah, and you're compromised in ways. There's plenty of ways you're compromised. I don't know, bro. Hans Kim. Like there is a we think that these people are the funniest people, but are they? Because they don't have to live a normal life. They decide to dedicate themselves to writing freaking jokes like a clown. And then I'm fine with that if that's your job, but when it's pretty popular culture to abandon your family, and of course they can't talk about family values in their show because they don't have family values. I'm a single parent and I have family values. It's important. It's culture. You're there for your family in some capacity. You don't take the $1 million tour. If you're funny, you'll find a way. These people take the big money because somebody entices you into it. There's a whole shit show in stand-up comedy. Is it bad? No, it's not bad. It's just not... It's not where you want to strive to be. And now we have 1 million people, I guarantee you, in this country. At least we have what? Total 500 million. $500 million. $500 million people. Sorry. 500 million people in America. Out of that, at least 1 million people are dead ass convinced that they're going to be a stand-up comedian. And out of those 1 million people, you have at least 50,000 that are actively currently in this very moment sacrificing their time that could be spent working and earning money and spending time with their family to live out this dream. They're not even famous. They're barely getting by financially. They don't even have a sniff of being famous. Most of them aren't even funny. They're doing these stupid stand-up mics in Milwaukee. And are you making people laugh and are you having a good time? Yeah, and that's all that it's about. But I personally have gotten sucked into this, like, I'm a special superstar, chosen one. And I think that sometimes you don't do your job right when you start thinking like that. And you don't do what's best for yourself and the people around you. And while these celebrities entertain us, to be on that stage, there is some element of compromise. I mean, you just have to compromise your life in somehow, some way. What do those people always talk about? How busy they are. And then what's also very common, party life and drinking. You know why you need to freaking drink to have fun? Because you aren't happy. You aren't happy. So you have to drink a substance that gives you dopamine because you're not doing enough throughout the day. And I'm not even talking about the normal person. I'm talking about celebrities, bro. You're doing so much soul compromising, money. Somebody wants you for your money. Tony Hinchcliffe, yo, we want you in this commercial at 2 p.m. We want you, you're Tony's agent telling him where to go all day. Okay, this radio station wants to use your name to grabble for more people to listen. This person wants to use your name to grabble for money. You become an ad. And then how funny how funny is somebody if you have to work hard to write your comedy jokes? I get that they have good of jokes, but as far as what I've researched about stand-up comedy and how these people operate and what they do, yeah, it'd be very easy to do that. If I was about, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to have a career in comedy. Yeah, the Massillon, Ohio, where I live, has a comedy club. Like, places have comedy clubs in the area. I dedicate all my time podcasting to learning how to write comedy and then using all my shit instead of bringing it on here, developing it into jokes. It'd be the same thing. But then if you have to try super hard to be funny, the realness of it is compromised. And then, yeah, where do you perform that? At a stand-up comedy club. Where do you perform a stand-up act? A stand-up comedy club? Dude, what is it? It's a place you go to laugh. Okay, your brain is telling you that. Your brain is telling you, and then everyone else is laughing. And that motherfucker on stage, bro. Let's say you didn't go to that stand-up show that night, and you went to work the next morning. One of your dipshit coworkers might say the exact same thing that you would have heard on a comedy show, and you might think he's a dipshit. But then you go to, Hans Kim, this Asian man that was propped up by another man that somebody told me to be funny and people are chuckling at. Oh, he said something that I'm going to giggle at now. He is Hans, dude, this guy's so funny. What about Jimmy, dude? What about Jimmy at your 9 to 5? Because Jimmy, he matters too. And he says funny stuff too. It's probably fun. It's the same stuff. We're all hooked into this collective consciousness. The stuff that the comedians are coming up with is just all the words and thoughts in your head computating and spitting something out. So yeah, I want to talk a little bit about quantum manifesting, right? And the return realm, and manifesting the return realm. Now, what the hell do I mean by that? I talked about this before. All right. Quantum physics. Where do we start? A little refresher for anybody new to the show. Quantum physics, the study of quantum stuff that Schrodinger cat Einstein says that one particle is connected to the other particle all across the universe, and its spin affects its spin, even though the one particle has nothing to do with the other particle. So something out there on Jupiter is literally making you stupider, on God. Like there's some molecule that's spinning a certain way on Jupiter, and because of quantum physics and what Einstein called spooky action at a distance. And the molecule on Jupiter, it's a little freaking gas cloud, dude. This little molecule of nitrogen. Is that how it works? I don't even know. Whatever. And it spins. Right. And your brain has some neurons. And then it spins. It's spinning. It's spinning left because it's like I don't know the science behind this, but something's making something spin. They're making it all spin, and your head gets spinning. You're like, I'm stupider because of Jupiter. Dude. Fucking Jupiter made me stupider, dude. So anyways, yeah. Now, getting into this further, the whole quantum physics and entanglement, and then you start talking about like the different realities, not like quantum realities, or maybe we should get something to help us a little bit. Quantum realities. Is that even a real? There you go. Can refer. No, we don't want that. This is like Ant-Man. We don't want Ant-Man. Fuck Ant-Man. This is like quantum in the little. We want big ideas. We want I'm talking multi-universe. Anyways, they're saying that all the multi-universes are in a quantum field and everything's connected and superposition. A quantum particle can exist in multiple states simultaneously. So like the guy jacking off in a box theory. Okay, there's a guy in a box and he's either jacking off or he's not jacking off. But until you open the box and find out, he's both jacking off and not jacking off. That's superposition. That's how that works. Collapse. The act of measurement forces the particle to choose a single state. Yeah, I was thinking of prolapses, but sorry, you guys. Messed up brain, dude. I don't know what happens with that. Like an anal collapse, dude, from sodomy. Y'all know about that? That's important. That's part of the quantum realm, microscopic world. No, we want multiple realities. They're gonna explain it a little better here. Multiverse, a theory suggesting our universe is just one of many universes that could exist alongside each other. They could have different laws of physics or different histories. And then the concept appears in many physics theories like the world's interpretation of quantum mechanics, where every quantum measurement splits the universe into separate parallel realities. Okay, every single little decision, little thing that happens, boom, new realities. Okay, there's always new realities. Okay, so manifesting. Let's get manifesting involved with this. Manifesting is, y'all know, the yoga chicks and me, hippie guys, hippie potheads, and that work at temp jobs that have a YouTube show. We talk about manifesting. For women that have multiple kids with guys that they're not together with. No, actually, they kind of already are. Yeah, they don't really worry about it. It's the women that don't have kids yet that really are about manifesting. I'm generalizing. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. The new age spiritual rabble. Everybody's into manifestation. Everybody's talking about manifest. I don't know. Are they? I don't hear anybody in the real world talking about it. Maybe just some stuff online. Everybody always says everybody's talking about this, talking about that, but really, no. Who knows? We're generalizing again. You don't want to generalize. You don't want to do that. Manifesting is cool, okay? Basically, you tell yourself you can do it. You tell yourself everything you want will be yours, but then it's like a journey of understanding that, finding that what you really want. You can't really. If you manifest a car, let's say you want the Bentley Rolls-Royce Tesla coil, you want the new supercharged Tesla Killdozer, you want the Nitro Boost Bugatti PS5, you want a smart house that is a transformer. You want to manifest things like that. Hey, okay, if you manifest the car, your dream car, when you get that car, you're going to feel an evil spirit up your butt. And it's going to hurt. It's like, I suck. You're just going to be anxious as shit. It's going to be the worst feeling in your entire life. You're going to be like, wow. I have this car now. At first, the first couple days, you're going to post on Instagram. You're going to get your little likes. You're going to drive around. You're going to talk about it. You're going to talk about how you got the new Audi. That's from 2010 2007. It barely runs, but you're gonna tell everybody because it has a fresh paint job and it doesn't look like a 2007. It looks like a 2015. And eventually, at some point in time, you're gonna realize that you're an idiot. And that manifesting is always geared toward reaching a certain state of mind and accepting the things that we can't have and can have. I manifested being able to meet women in sexual encounters. That then happened. I then felt like a dick because that would have been there manifesting the version of myself that I wanted to feel. That would have been included anyways. So I didn't need to you know what I'm saying? I'm doing all this stuff and I'm being pussy centric. And I'm doing in my affirmations, I want to fuck hoes. And then you bang some hoes and then you're just like, that was FOMO. That was just FOMO, fear of missing out, telling me to mind control that I was missing out on something. That I needed to be like everybody else and compromise my sexual ideology and change my ways. And be willing to just try and hook up and be pushy all the time. And try to meet all these girls and blah, blah, blah. And with the apps and stuff. I found out that it was society. That it was other people that wanted me in my head to think that pussy was something that I wanted to manifest. That I wanted to have these experiences. And it takes a little edge off. I'll give you that. You know what I'm saying? You get a couple of cool hookup stories. It takes the fucking edge off. But that's the problem. You now have to, I manifested this. The ability to go meet women. But then in your manifesting journey, you're going to find what you really want deep down and what really fits with your soul. And for me, that was having a day-to-day positive impact on other people. I'm not really going to be happy unless I'm this ladder and flex type individual. And I can't do this self-starting, go be a content creator, blah, blah, blah shit. I'll never be. I don't think I ever want to do that. I want to be a normal shovel in the ground, dude. Like stinky boots, stinky shoes, end of the day. You know, I want to have my fitness life. I don't want to compromise. I realized that manifesting my best energy was not letting them compromise myself for what they wanted. Dude, imagine if I spent even 30 minutes a day on the dating apps like people say. Oh, you gotta just keep going dating apps, keep swiping. Dude, if I even did that for 15 minutes a day, that's 15 minutes of my day. That is 1/4 of an hour. So like, what, 128th of your day or something? I don't know. 1/80th of your day. I don't know the math on that. But it's part of your day, dude. It's part of your day. And then especially dating apps, it's a soul compromising thing. You go on there, it's not going to be good for your soul and your heart. And you're not going to... You might meet the right person on there. You might. You also might not meet anyone, and it might make you feel less. And now you're pissed. And now your manifesting vision is all, you know, consumed with showing them and who pissed you off. and proving them wrong. Which that's another honeypot for manifesting. And another thing that manifesting teaches you. That's the thing with the journey. People say from the outside, oh, telling yourself you can have all your wants and desires. And you're crazy. You're never going to get all that. But it's science, bro. If every single day you tell yourself, I will have my desires and the things that I want, I will have it all. I will have this life. Dude, you'll make shortcuts and cut rules and cut corners and be like, you know what, really though? If it was just like this, wouldn't that be it? Isn't that really all I want? If it was just like, I'm not even, like the whole house and the car and being famous is like, wouldn't you just want to work hard and have fun and like the things that you want to do in your soul that the universe kind of commands you to do, that you feel the most, you want to do? And so at first it's going to be money, cars, girls, social standing. Like getting into manifesting early on, you're going to have that. And you know what, dude? When you start messing around with affirmations, or heaven forbid you get a tarot card or start staring at candles, bro, shit does work. Magic is very real. And dark magic, when you start using all this spiritual shit to get what you want like that, now it's a problem. And it does become a problem for some people. Manifesting is like a drug. It is. Same thing with, again, I was talking about sex. Like, these things can all be cocaine and crack. Like, you smoke crack, and you're gonna think about crack sometimes, bro. Like meth, smoking meth. I smoked meth one time in my life. Every, 5 days at least, I have at least one thought, that was kind of cool, smoking meth. Like, it's in your head. It pops in your head. These things are in your head once you do them. Having a slut phase or a fuckboy phase where you're just dialed in on having as much banging with whoever and you're just, I don't care, it feels good. It's in your head. It's over. You can't get it out. You can't brainwash yourself. It's in your head. You just traumatize yourself and compromise the spirituality of your sexual chia for life. It's gone. People are you can see it in their eyes, some people. It's gone. When it comes to that shit, you start talking about like their people are weird, they're possessive with it, they're just, it compromises people 100%. I don't know, the definition of a slut, what is a slut phase, what is a fuckboy phase. I'd say I'd give it a month. It's like when you keep going with it. It's when you get a couple encounters and then you choose to just, I can do this now. I know how to meet people to fuck. I'm going to do it a lot. Here's the system that works. Whether you're a guy or a girl, you probably have some kind of system to get some strange. And if you abuse that system, you are going to compromise yourself for life. It does not come back. You would rather be a virgin. I swear to God. Your mental state and your brain. Once you start getting over 40, 50 bodies, those are all in your head. It's a powerful act with a lot of dopamine. It's like drugs. It's again, now you're doing, instead of meth, bro, I just have to worry about, I smoked meth one time. Oh shit. What about Sarah's pussy? Sandy's pussy. Fucking Jessica. Nick. Nick's butt. No, bro. That's how, and then this overwhelming sense of, what a flood of fucking names. You know what I'm saying? If I try to think of that, there's going to be 9 names. And that wasn't even it. Imagine somebody like, oh, I've done this. When they're alone, going to bed, having a moment of romance with someone new that they like, and all of a sudden that like, boom, it's like thunder, bro. It comes out of nowhere. It's like thunder, like just in your head, like, yeah, you're sexually compromised. This isn't going to be fun or glowy for you. You're going to use it as control. You're going to look at it wrong. Every time you have sex, you're going to think about other people. Like, mind's going to always be wandering to other people. It's never going to be fixed. You're never going to be able to have that real glow with somebody. You compromise it. It's over. It's in your head. Dude, you would rather trust me. I'm so happy. Like looking back at my options, you know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit, I could really start being this pussy hound. I've figured this out. I used to always struggle with girls. Like, as soon as that happened, I was like, I'm not ruining this. I'm not ruining this. I'm not going to have 3 friends with benefits so that I can constantly get someone I want. Like, I want there to be times where I want that shit but can't have it because that's what makes you strong as a man or a woman. These are little things that you be strong on, and then it affects your energy and your glow throughout the day. Dude, all self-improvement is really just kind of giving yourself more energy. You want to have more energy and more to say. That's all self-improvement really is at the end of the day. And yeah, I think that the discipline, the being a little bit of sexually disciplined that no one does or has anymore. People get horny, they go for a hookup, or you just live with somebody. You live with pussy, you live with a dick. You got it every day, whenever you want. People shagging whenever, it's not something people are good at having discipline with. I wasn't when I was with somebody. Again, all these things that we do are going to affect your brain during the day, whether or not something makes you mad or not. So all these fucking girls that think the social media and I'm this fucking hot stripper. Bro, they're done. A lot of them had that slut phase and they done. They can try, oh, I'm not like that anymore, but it's always going to be like that. You already did it. It's in your head. It's over, bro. And if you want to have a fun girlfriend sexy times, like any woman that's had that big phase where they really hoed out, and it's a lot of women. I hope it's not most. I really don't, but it almost seems like it can be sometimes. And you want to be slutty and fun and sexual, but yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't. It's not natural and flowy enough to be even any. It's all it's all like gamer bullshit. Fuck boy bullshit. Black guys like being the city boys, DMing all the chicks, spending your time. Guess, all right, it's a fucking catch-22. The guy that spends time trying to chat with all the girls, that dude, because he's investing that time in that chase, which ends up being a honeypot, never makes you happy anyways. He's trying to get that chase to fulfill something. Guess what? He's like a rabbit that never catches anything. Or he's like the rabbit that always gets caught. You're going to run, 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 and something's going to get you. Something's going to get you. You ain't getting something. You're a rabbit at that point. So instead of spending their time on something that making them better, that would make them have more value to a female, you're spending a lot of your time chit-chatting and bullshitting and doing the huzz and doing the game. Guess what, dude? Having game is not that fucking hard. It's 99% kind of what you fucking look like. And then your confidence. Attractiveness, confidence. these men think that like they're some kind of wizard. And yeah, some of us, we do have a little bit of extra game and extra sauce, and we say some interesting things to some females and get some interesting compliments that probably don't go around that much, you know? But if you don't have that kind of, I'll tell you what, if you never get approached by females, they can smell it. If you have real game and you really are about it, they'll come and ask. You will get approached. They'll make friends with you. They'll steer it towards phone number shit. They'll have something of value for you immediately. Like, this whole, like, reel them in, that's not even game, bro. That's manipulation. There's a big, big difference between riz and manipulation. And these people, these men are using their siren energy, their attractiveness, which a lot of it is just angles and lighting. I do it too. But like, to look good on social media and to look a certain way on social media. And then what have you done in the real world? Oh, you're really actually just making that social media so that it appears a certain way, so that when you go DM a bunch of vulnerable women who aren't even very smart and typically don't attract an attractive person that you think you are, that's not game. That's not manifesting. That's not game. And then the girl, the response to that is going to suck and have her own litany of issues. So you're getting this guy who's going to be manipulative and controlling with a girl who's waiting for someone like that to try to manipulate and control the guy. And now you have like this 2-year relationship where both people go backwards, end up arguing in drama for a year afterwards, a whole year. Nobody's happy or good or improving their life or having the good memories they want to have. And you've just lost 3 years of your life because you couldn't just go do something else. There's a lot of things to do than sit around DMing the huzz. There's a lot. And the huzz that's responding to a DM, not my kind of huzz. So don't get. I see every dude and their brother getting like honeypotted into that, and then you allow the fuck boys who are out there getting tattoos to attract desperate women who are low intelligent wise and sexually promiscuous anyways, and then they're bragging to you that they got with those women, and then you're thinking about it like, ugh, how does he get those girls? He's such a douchebag. Ugh. Well, it's because those girls are fucking douchebags. You wouldn't want any of them. You would be like, you know what? I'm not gonna fuck you. Get the fuck out of my apartment. No. Like, I'm telling you, don't let those braggers compromise you. So there's a lot of compromising. And you got to break free from the compromising and start compromising yourself. The compromise you want to be attracted to is with manifesting, right? Manifesting, you tell yourself that I want the life that I'm supposed to have, that I always wanted to have, that blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then you start building the life. And you have to start defining what that life is. But along the way, you will discover that's a little bit easier than you think. That like, really, if I just can do this, a little bit of that. Like for me, party life. I want to have this party life and going out, but I can't drink alcohol. What do? You meet it in the fucking middle. You learn to go out without it. You do something about it. You change the rules. Like, okay, I don't have to be The drunk, you think the drunkenness is the partiness, and I'm like, what if drunk could be a mood and a vibe and an energy, and I can do all the same crazy ass shit than I did drinking. Like, I'm scared to do this again because, oh, we have to drink to have fun. I'm not going to be fun or let loose without the booze. So instead of just forgetting about that shit or jumping back on the booze train, I figured it out. um Work, financial goals. Do I want to live in a house right now for in the next 10, 15 years? No. The next 10 years I'm probably good. I'm busy. I don't have time for a house. It's a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money. I don't have no credit. It doesn't make sense for me to try to manifest. At one point I was like, in 5 years I'll have a house. Oh, you're trying to show your ex to make them jealous. Oh, guess what? Your ex was never going to be jealous of the house or the car. She'll be jealous of your vibe and your energy. So manifesting is all about changing the rules. And I bring up the romantic aspect. I know I hammer it down, but it's data, dude. We need more data in our head. It's like, nah. I'm going to be freaking patient. I'm going to learn to enjoy the patience. And then when I get my pitches, bro, I'm going to be ready to hit them. Because instead of doing 15 minutes of swiping, I did 15 minutes of reading my notes about myself. So I know what to say, I know what to do. And then the other thing with manifesting, so once you figure out that what kind of life you want and what you really need to be happy and what you kind of want to shoot towards manifesting that's realistic, it's pretty easy. Like, it just kind of skips to the loo, you know? You start doing shit and living stuff and making decisions in your head subconsciously. It's a subconscious thing. You're subconsciously drilled this dream life into your head, and you start making a whole bunch of decisions that lead you to that. And that's what happened to me. That's how I became this person. I fought my final frontier. Well, there's no it all, dude. The final frontier's every day. You're gonna fight the final frontier every single day, buddy. Buckle up daily, bootstraps daily. But as far as moving past my suffering in this world, I might physically suffer sometimes. Like, I just don't feel like I'll eat at bad times or something. My stomach don't feel good. Don't eat enough. I'm tired. Not enough sleep. Medications. Smoking weed. This and that. Whatever. But my mind never, even at the worst situations, it never really crashes out on itself. And maybe I had some crash out stuff, but it was almost like part of the plan, you know? You go through some struggles that are just part of the plan. You gotta suck it up. But part of the suck and the bad things happening in my life were you asked for this. You manifested a certain life and a certain energy and a certain vibe, and the universe is going to do its thing to align you with that, so long as you're aligning yourself. And I just really, there's a lot of details in my life right now that I look at and I think about throughout my life, the kind of person that I really wanted to be deep down. And it's almost like, yeah, whatever, nailed it. Like, it's just, I'm not that excited or jazzed up about it because I earned it and I fought for it and this was the plan and I followed the plan and got here. Whoop did he fuckity do? Now what? Well, we got here by accepting that it's a journey, not the destination. We got here by accepting that there's always going to be some suffer to suffer. And the idea of quantum manifesting visualizing and feeling your desires as if they have already happened, with the belief that this alignment can collapse possibilities in the quantum field to manifest outcomes. That's pretty much what manifestation is. You know, I visualized this person, the way that I look, even specifically the way that I look, like my cheeks, everything. I've talked about this. So yeah, the idea that there's multiple realities with everything happening and you manifest into or you bring it here into this reality, you like shift realities into the return realm. And for me, I finally made this decision, hey, it's time to be in a world of return. I have sweated and paid my dues. So I would like to be rewarded. Of course, I'm still willing to suffer with my ladder and flex every day. That's part of it. I know the code, but I am now into a world that will respond. I feel like I went through my trials and tribulations. I had enough poop. I was covered in enough poop in my life to be done with some scat. I'm not into scat no more. I tried it, didn't like it. I want a happy, normal life now. But yeah, when you can sit there and just be like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is it. That's that. Hell yeah. It was that. Oh, now, hey. I'm just out here smoking Bubba hash. You understand? I manifested a life where I'll smoke Bubba hash all day. I might get the chills. I might be physically addicted to marijuana. And if I don't hit this for 5 hours, I start feeling weird. But yeah, I mean, it's wild, you guys. How you gotta change the rules for manifesting is complicated as shit, and it's like a daily thing that you kind of have to battle. It's a war. Because you're going to get some skills. If you get into the manifesting and all the affirmations, spiritual world of pulling your own strings and all that kind of shit, thoughts control reality, blah, blah, blah. You really get into that? It happens, bro. Like, I'm living in this future where people approach me and ask me, like, who are you? You're somebody from something. And they don't. I'm not somebody from something. I'm not. But my vibe is that. And I feel like that about myself. So, of course, other people are going to say that. And whether or not, you know, I can go dude, just a chain. We don't have to do the nose ring or the earrings or my wrists. My wrists! We don't gotta do any of that. Maybe just a gold chain and the energy. Decently dressed energy. Now, I'd be a little eccentric. I always felt that way. That I was an eccentric person. That I wanted to have bling and blang and swag. But I didn't have the confidence or the focus to do that shit. And then I did. And I'm like, yeah, my jewelry is cheap. This, to manifest this, it was like, hey, let's spend a little dollars here and there to get some jewelry and build up my little collection. And it makes me feel super happy and dope and powerful. I really enjoy that about myself, that I wear jewelry. And it was one of those things like manifesting, like, oh, hey, go get, no. Don't look for your empress. Stop looking for your empress on Tinder and Facebook dating. Go get your fucking ears pierced, dude. Go to Walmart and solve a problem. You know? Don't do the things that society tells you is your little chase and your dopamine and your nut. Go find your own nut. Because they got us fighting over acorns, bro. They got us fighting over it, bro. Acorns are for squirrels. We don't eat acorns. You ever tried to eat an acorn? Have you ever eaten an acorn? It sucks. It's a bad experience. Like, maybe it sort of could taste like peanut butter if you're really stoned, but for the most part, an acorn, like, it sucks, dude. Most people have tried to eat it. The pit inside seems edible, but it's gross. And you're like, what the hell's wrong with these squirrels? And that's what we're fighting over. We're squirrels fighting over acorns. We're not even, you can't even say we're fighting over nuts. Because squirrels, the nut chase is acorns. Acorns, do we do cook with acorn stew? Bro, you know, the pecan? It might not be that good if you eat it, but they can whip that shit into a pie, dude. A peanut, you make peanut butter. It's like an OG protein, just a bag of peanuts. If you're alcoholic, it can take the smell of breath, the alcohol. Sorry, brain farts. Wow. It can take the smell of alcohol off your breath if you eat some peanuts. But yeah, go get a bag of peanuts. Protein. You should have lifted, and your body needs protein. You need the peanuts. Boom. That's what should be happening. Not like I saw one of my buddies getting engaged, and I just felt so bad. Bro. Will get on your knees, go to K Jewelers and spend $10,000 of your dollars. Go spend $10,000 on this little thing and go up to the girl that you love and say, don't say, will you marry me? Because that's not the truth. The truth is, will you 50% chance divorce me? Here is this 50% chance that we might not be together. Come on, you guys. And there's good ones. There's the other 50% of happy marriages. We can't just not. I can't always skip over that. So yeah, your return realm is not Like, I don't even know if the sports betting, some of this honeypot, that's honeypot stuff too. I mean, if you want to bet on the game that you're watching, yeah, but if you want to try and beat the books, hey, you might beat the books, but eventually you're not. Dude, you think that you need to save all this money to go buy a brand new car off the lot when all you needed was a bag of peanuts to feel that way. Really, when it came down to it, the dopamine in your head was somewhat of the same if you frame it right. I feel just as good buying me a bag of 99-cent peanuts than some multi-million dollar guy in my area on Lake Cable with his $4 million house and his Bugatti Nitro Charge Tesla, the Bugatti Tesla, and he fucking hates his life. There's a lot of people like that, you guys, because this shit is a spiritual realm. And if you play the consumerism game, the Satan's little, you go to hell, bro. Do they not? They explain this shit. You go to hell. I've been there, bro. I've been to hell. When I wanted to be rich and when I was on my way, it was hell. I hated my life, bro. I'm like, I'm on pace to make six figures. Wow. That's my first year. I'm only going to get better. Next year, I can double my income the way it's going, the way the market is. And in my head, you're doing some realistic math, very realistic stuff that, like, I'm going to be a millionaire by the time I'm 30. Like, this is a realistic thing, you guys, if we can spend the money right and I can really have a big year. And maybe not a millionaire, but like at least a half. You're in the back of your head minimum like, damn, if I just thug this mortgage job out that I'm working 75 hours a week at, I'm going to have $500,000 potentially saved up if I'm smart and keep my expenses super low. And you know how that made me feel? Awful. Like, yeah, you tell yourself, and you give yourself some dopamine. It works a little bit. Oh, the wife. I'm going to have the wife and the kid. We're going to be in the house. I'm going to be a mortgage banker working from home. I'm just like, holy shit, bro. That's hell. This is what hell is, I think. I think this is hell. It's just all of this is not my idea. This wasn't my fucking idea. This was somebody else's idea. And it worked. I like their idea of going to college and shit. And I'll try to do the same for my child, but that's kind of where the buck stops. And I'm like, that's the only thing I have any fucking passion about financially. I'm sorry, I can't have anything big. I just don't want it. I want my big thing to be having a nice chunk of money for my daughter. Other than that, like, fuck it, you guys. That's what I wanted. I always said that. But what I realized is that's really that was the only goal. That was actually the only thing I deep down really wanted to make sure would happen. Everything else can whatever. I just want to give my daughter some money when she's like 18 or 20 and to go live her life and do things if she wants to go to college, blah, blah, blah. Dude, I figured out down the stretch here that, like, this year, I don't even want no girlfriend. I had one. I didn't like it. I love you, baby. And I didn't really even dump this girl for the girl. It was just, I can't do this. This would be fine, great. I'm sure it would make me happy, but, like, you're going to eat my soul. You're going to take me from my time and my people. And then heaven forbid you don't give me the return that I'm giving you, and I'm supposed to, like, hold your hand through life and be centric in your world, woman? Who are you for me to be centric to your world? And that's any woman. If you want to get a lady friend, prepare to lose your world. Is it worth it? No. But in your manifesting journey, yeah, dude, the Empress, the idea of the Empress, you're going to come to the same shit. If anybody listens to this, you get into manifesting, you are going, and you're single, you are going to come up with the concept of an Empress or Emperor, perfect ass human, whatever you're into. For me, like, if we were to break up, I want to have, like, she could be dead or in jail. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to call you 3 months later and you don't answer, and I'm like, damn, she, like, yeah. It could be any bad thing. Or, like, you're a little bit scared that they might try and rob you. You know, there's got to be at least, I have to be a little bit, in order to love a girl, I have to be a little bit afraid of her. That's how I am. And that's what I learned through my manifesting journey. Manifesting is more about learning about yourself than what it's branded as. We think that manifesting is manifesting, yes, your best life. But what everyone thinks the best life is not what you think, it's what society told you. And I've learned from my past mistakes, and I'm full of spiritual wisdom and out-of-pocket comments. All right, that's the end of the intro. Nice. Good intro, you guys. I'll do hour-long intros. We're at hour 6 minutes right now. But yeah, you know, quantum physics combined with the spiritual world juxtaposed on our physical reality, pulling some strings. Are you tired of the suffering? Do you feel like you've paid back all your bad karma? Well, then step right up to manifesting your return realm. For somewhere in the infinite multiple realities, a version of you experiencing what you have been longing for. We have the ability to manifest our reality into that one. Mirror them bitches. Or just be them. Steal a vampire. But yeah, dark magic's real. Dark magic is real, and it's stronger. It's like it's a Star Wars, bro. Like, it's for real. The spiritual world around us, at least at some level, is some Star Wars shit. I think maybe Princess Leia as a kid might have been my first, like, oh shit. In the one with the beginning of the movie, she's being captive by Jabba the Hutt, being their little hoe, dude. And she's all dressed in, like, nothing. She's, like, pretty much naked. I was like, I'm sweating right now. I'm, like, 6 years old. I'm sweating. Why am I sweating? My mouth is opening. What is it? What there? I want whatever's under her underwear. I'm really feeling that. Whatever I want to see. I think I'm. What some kind of something's. Okay, I'm supposed to mate with that. That's what. Okay, there we go. You're a fucking reptilian, dude. Your little 7-year-old reptilian brain looking at Princess Leia like, oh shit. I think that is what's up. You see that? Do you see that shit? Princess Leia, and that shit is. You see all her skin and her belly. There's not much left to the imagination. kill you, dude. That's life. That's life that we live. Feel me? And yeah, I don't know. The fish meeks. You know, you want to have some pursuit of it. Somewhere in your manifesting journey, but it's hard, you guys. It's hard to balance it. It took me forever to balance that shit. Basically, it's a whole bunch of like, I could have definitely asked for that girl's phone number and she would have given it to me. Whether or not she would text me or not, I'm not sure, but that was a good conversation, but I'm just going to leave it at that. You need a fuck ton of those to reset your brain. You need a bunch of those, dude. You have to reset your shit. Because we have this shit where you approach the girl and it's like a win or lose based on whether or not you get her phone number. Oh, I didn't ask for a number. And then, and it's dumb. Now, if something really, really, really comes up and you gotta, exchange contact information, that'll happen. Okay? I hit the town. Spider gonna catch him a fly in the fucking net web, dude. Okay? Something just comes into the web. And it's up to me whether or not I want to let this fly go or I want to wrap this thing up and get it involved up in my web. And I might have had an opportunity to get a phone number for networking purposes. And I'm a patient guy. I play my role. What do I look at that as? Life. That's what I fucking do. I go live life. And sometimes in life, whether you're a man or a woman, you meet a man or a woman that you like or something. You think they're hot. You're like, I'm not seeing anybody. What's up with you, Milfy? You want to freaking team up, dude? And like share your feminine energy. And I'll give you my powerful masculine energy and we'll feel like one. Nightstand. No, I'm not like that. Come on. But yeah, that's where manifesting gets you guys. It gets you to a world that you find acceptable if you do it right. If you do it right and duck dark magic, you'll find yourself in a good spot. If you do it wrong and get divulged in FOMO and consumerism and social media cloutism, you're going to go to hell. Hell is here. Heaven and hell is here on earth. And the more rules and regulations you write, like it needs to be like this, my life needs to be this. Like, dude, a girl saying, I gotta have sex once a week. Like, nah. You lost. Your brain is losing day to day. And you're probably a bitch and a half to deal with anyway. That's why you're 32 and single. There's so many good-looking, normal men that are just on your fucking inbox. You know it. But you know that if they get to know you, they're not going to want you. So you're real picky. And they got to be a little bit of a simp and control. Then they have to play this stupid game. And then what happened? People are playing a dating game instead of living their lives. And you find somebody to try to live your life with and go on a date with, and they play a game with you. And they get blocked. For me, you get blocked so goddamn fast. Anybody who tries to play a game or do siren energy on me or manipulate me or confuse me, you just go and you can be better for somebody else. It's just like that, bro. That's how it's going to be in your happy world, too. That is what happy people do. We don't. Not even that I'm not happy of a person, but in terms of what I don't want to be happy all the time. So that's what makes me happy. I want to be a little on edge, like bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Like, you know, I'm in the fucking Cadillac and I got my hydraulics. And you might think that he's trying to pull the hose by having the hydraulics, but really bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. And this is for the boys, dude. And this is for because I can, because I like this. Because I'm fucking bumping down the street, dude. With my hitting switches. Because bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. I'm in the car with my boys. There's no girls allowed in here, buddy. Lady. No girls allowed. So, yeah, you know, this is about collectiveness. Okay. We're good? Are we good? All right. Yeah, life. Let's talk about some inches, you guys. Inches. Dude, life is really a game of football. You see that right there? Inches, bro. Inches. Hold up. This is French tobacco. This is the e-cig 5. This is just an e-cigarette. I'm just doing... Actually, no, this is not. This is nothing. This is actually effects. This is special effects that I'm adding in. The smoke coming out of my mouth. I'm not actually smoking anything. It's just a joke. Does that cover me for the disclaimer or whatever? I ain't fucked up about nothing because I've been smoking weed. Shouts out Glorilla. And dude, you're gonna be inches, bro. Inches. And that's what manifestation, it ties into each other, okay? Manifestation, you really just figure out that what you want to manifest in your best life is really just very obtainable little inches throughout your day. It's not as big as you think. It's just your little inches, okay? And each inch is what makes you up. And the inches are always around you. They're floating around. You know, I got a couple inches for you. Yeah. Foul. Ring the bell. It's a foul. Defending the world from the lies of the New World Order. But yeah, you get into the idea of inches, and it's exponential, okay? Every little thing you do to your mind, body, soul, surroundings, every little effect, every little micro transaction, every little micro decision that you do for yourself, and the things that you think, and the ways that you think, and the types and themes and attitude that you're thinking throughout the day. All that stuff is what makes up who you are. You are truly made up of inches. You are nothing but the inches that you have experienced and are currently experiencing around you. You can always make a conscious effort to engage in things that give you little baby steps in the right direction. But that's all it is, just baby steps. Everyone thinks there's this big picture. Everybody thinks you need all this motivational Andrew Tate type stuff. Check off all these boxes. No, you need your boxes, your little inches, not theirs. Figure out in your life. Make shit easier for your life. Have a routine for when you go to bed and when you wake up. Little tiny things. Yeah, and I don't know if there's a lot of talk on this, you guys. Like the thousands of small occurrences and thoughts and everything throughout your head. That's it. That's it, bro. That's all it is. That's going to get you there. It's going to get you so much farther than you ever thought if you just focus on that shit. Make your day better. Make your fucking day better. But yeah, we took the big picture approach, motivational quotes. What does success mean? Being successful. Sometimes we don't look at the best version of ourselves. We look at the best version of a person, and then we try to be that. Or we look at somebody else that's already been successful, and we try to follow that path. And again, that path for most of us is going to lead you to hell. And it's really simple to get to heaven. It's actually really easy. All this stuff is easy, but they purposely make it seem hard with all the Huberman-ness, making a schedule where you like wake up at 4 a.m. and boof GABA and L-tyrosine. You know what I'm saying? You're starting to put stuff in a needle. You're going to Vitamin Shop, and you're getting ashwagandha and valerian root, and you're freaking heating it in a spoon and then shooting it in your ass. Because Andrew Huberman said wake up at 4 a.m. and do ashwagandha. You feel me? Like, you have those idiots talking about how to get an extra day of productivity. Dude, they're trying to get you into a crazy rat race. They are literally agents of the system itself trying to go get you to go to work and make them more money. And dude, you got to go to work and have a job, but you're going to hate that job because Andrew Huberman. Like, I got to strive and get out of this job and get a better job because Andrew Huberman told me to wake up at 4 a.m. and start my own consulting firm. You know what I'm saying, dude? Go to your marketing job. You get off at 5, dude. You're good. Okay, you wake up and you drink a soda. Here's an example of an inch. No. You wake up and you drink a tea bag that you boiled yourself. Boom. You took now this dirty ass gross Coca-Cola that you're drinking in the morning. It's a mass produced consumption addictive type substance pushed by the powers that be of this culture to get you to consume and buy that product. Instead now, by choosing the tea that you boiled yourself, it's more holistic, healthy, spiritual form of liquid morning to get your stuff going. So screw that sugar, dude. Don't put sugar in your coffee. It's an inch. You can use sugar. Yes, use sugar. Don't drink your orange juice or have your little sugar I like butterscotch candies or cough drops, whatever little sugar you need. Get a little sugar. Even the fake shit's fine. Aspartame, fake sugar. You can mess with some of their chemicals. Like, you just want to do it on your own terms. You feel me? You don't want to drink Coca-Cola. They made it too easy. You feel me? And you want to have your caffeine intake separate from your sugar intake. You don't want it in the same liquid. You want it in separate liquids. Caffeine and sugar in separate liquids. Listen to me, you guys. These inches work. Do not drink the sugar and the caffeine in the same drink. Unless you're trying to party and have fun. If it's to party, then you have a Red Bull. And you say, honey, give me the OG Red Bull. The dark blue. The OG one. And then you say something smart in front of that bartender, too. Oh, he's smart and uses street slang. He must be good at sex. And that woman is then going to ask you if you would like to have sex with her. No. Yeah, do you see where I'm coming from, though? A little inch from switching from a can of pop of Coca-Cola to get that sugary energy and the caffeine. Instead, you get that caffeine energy from the tea bag, and then you make it yourself. Your little spiritual ass making tea bags out here, dude. And there's like chamomile and herbs and all these different herbs and teas designed to make you feel good or a certain way. Does Coca-Cola have health benefits? Coca-Cola is like beer, dude. Do not drink it unless you're trying to party, bro. That is not focus. You drink it at night, not during the day. Don't. It's like day drinking, bro. That's just my rule. My rule and my outlook on Coca-Cola can be completely different. Maybe you're on heroin. And instead of doing a bump of Whitney Houston in the morning, you're trying to like better yourself. So maybe you should. I'm fine with you having a Coca-Cola. I'm just saying, in my experience, I'm going to do it. I'm going to relapse right now, you guys. I can't take this anymore. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get something. Well, I bet all these people on the internet will start watching my stream now because we're going down. Yeah, money. Ooh. Don't do it. They said don't do it. Liquid courage. Guys, I've been drinking the whole time. I am the liquor, bud. And that's called acting. You know who's a good actor? Michael Bublé. Bublé! Bublé! Bublé is found at any store that has like sodas and shit. You use promo code BryansWorld. dilfsnearme.org promo code and you buy some buble and you go to the register and you say, this guy on the internet named BryansWorld, he said just do a little honk honk on the cashier's titty. And that's 50% off your next order. That's right. Use promo code BryansWorld and grab some titty at the register. Don't worry, guys. I talked to every single cashier that's a woman that has boobs. I told them about the discount. So you're good. You can do that. If you just say what I just said, when you're trying to order you buble, if you want 50% off, you just have to sexually assault someone's tits. Shout out to my baby mom, who's also my ex-wife. If you're watching this, hold on a second. These are dirty underwear I'm gonna use to blow my nose. Yeah, you probably already figured out that I don't care about you. I don't want to say that. I don't care about dating you. There we go. No, see, I'm not trying to get into all that. I really just want to publicly ask, because if I do it in an email, it will seem weird. If I were to publicly ask it, I think it'd be better. And if you could send me the sex tape, if you still have it, and then I'll give you, if you want, if it ever, I won't give you any money, but I will let you get the views. You'll get the views too. There's a website. I already have 1,000 followers on this website. You feel me? So it would be, it'd be something that people do want to see. Okay, it'd be something that people do want to see. And but there's an age verification. So I'm gonna need a picture of your license, your driver's license, front and back, and then just like a picture of your selfie, and maybe like a verbal, just verbal something on a piece of paper. You may use this video on porn websites, on your cam website. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Because if I ask her, she's just gonna think I'm saying it to be weird. I'm trying to create some more pressure, If we get all the people to really harass her, then we should be able to get the sex tape. But for real, you guys, I just try my best to have a crazy, wild, interesting life and turn it into a production. Sometimes you just got to go back to the intro, back to the basics, you guys. It's a joke, honey. Calm down. I don't even want it. Yes, I do. Ugh. And she did get hot, kind of. Just an update for all my fans, dude. That my ex-wife is looking good. I'm good with that. I like that. A lot of people call me gay. Yeah, I like to joke, guys. It's not like I met some cute guy at the mall named Dylan or something. Like, I understand that. I'm just gonna keep pheromones. That's pheromones, baby. Don't wear cologne. You want to burp. You want to look hot but smell like balls a little bit. Not bad, but like a little sweet and sour, bro. You go down to your closest Chinese restaurant and just ask for at the end of the day, just go ask for the sweet and sour sauce that's been all out, sitting out. The Chinese buffet. Chinese buffet. They got the sauce is just sitting there all day. And at the end of the day, it's extra sweet and sour. It's a little extra sweet, a little extra sour. It's been sitting out all day. Ask for that. That is gonna, it's full of pheromones. It's so sweet and salty and sour. It's just loaded with pheromones, bro. Sweet and sour sauce loaded with pheromones, especially if it's fermented. Fermented sweet and sour sauce. So this is one of the best ways I get girls. You'll take some fermented sweet and sour sauce and you just rub it on your neck. You let that shit sit out. A little bit of mold. You want a little, it should smell like blue cheese a little bit, just a little bit, but still mainly balls, like sweet and sour. Then you rub it just. No, on God, you guys. Serious story. I'm talking about BryansWorld. Dude. Not kidding you guys. With the boys, like, yo. I don't know why I never thought of this. But, like, the pheromones be, like, in your sweat. And I'm like, you guys, why do we even fucking wear cologne? This is stupid as shit. Cologne is going to mask up the balls. We need to smell like balls. We need pheromones. You don't want to mask your pheromones with cologne. That makes no sense. And of course, my friends and people I don't even know if I've been hanging out with them for a while. So, idiots. I thought that was stupid. I thought that was dumb. My one dude is a fuckboy. So, in his brain, cologne and the girls say you smell good and they hooked up with me. I'm like, no, the girl was desperate. That was the only reason. And there's just a lot of desperate girls. Okay, we're through that. You don't know anything about pulling hose. Stop it. Stop it. And I stop hanging out with the person because I can't roll with somebody who validates themselves with desperate women. I need people, when I say I'm going to rub ball sweat on my neck to meet some ladies tonight, I need somebody who's going to say, get 'em glow. Get it sexy. Boy, you know that ass super fat. I ain't lying, no. Yeah, how do you think you... Man, that got the man ass. They're calling this Cal Raleigh baseball guy the Big Dumper. Does the Big Dumper have... Does his butt have 1,000 followers on the website? Because that's what it's up to. Yeah. Yeah, dude, come on, man. I made man ass. Man ass has been cool for a decade now in BryansWorld, okay? Give me a break. Oh. So the boys think I'm being silly. You know, they know I'm a comedian. Maybe I'm making a joke. But I really did put some ball sweat on my neck that night. Now, this night, I also took 3 Rocket Delta gummies, which, if you know what that means, you know that I was fucked up. But I'm a NASA dude. Like, I'm NASA. I'm SpaceX. I'm on that shit. Maybe I used to not be in the way I use THC and stuff, but nowadays, dude, I really just want that amount that'll make me scared and have a panic attack. I just can't get there again. I want the panic attack. I can't disassociate. I'm trying so hard, but I just want to be in it, dude. I want to be in the universe yanking around. I can't do it. I can't be this panicky, scared person. I can't even do it. I can't smoke enough or get high enough to panic and be scared anymore. Because the ancestral shit just kicks in like, yes, my son, fear is what you're here for. You're here to fight through this fear. And then I'm all stoned and paranoid. And then I'm just like, no, that's dope. And now I'm all like lit off that. I'm lit off of it. I'm lit off anxiety. Real thing, you guys. You can get lit off anxiety if you frame it right. I have probably a little bit of anxiety, but like I get the physical symptoms, like I'm dying, and that something's overwhelmingly wrong, but it's just like I'm too high. And I realize that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's actually cool because I be feeling too cold-blooded, and sometimes I want to feel weak and vulnerable again. I want to remember what it was like to feel weak, vulnerable, and scared. Just to remind myself, just a little taste of it. Oh, yeah. That's what that was like. So, again, on this night, the pheromones from my balls or on my neck, and my friends who were not, they might be all right guys, but they're not the intellect. I've been hanging out with some new people who were, creator mind. When you talk, they listen, they repeat, thought provoke. You get something good. Boom, boom, boom. Shouts out my dude Blake. We had a good night. We went hard, bro. And these are the people that are the vibe. You want to be with the people that are the vibe. When you say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna put some ball sweat on my chin," I hope it works. Do you think it's gonna work? I think this might do it, dude. I think this is actually gonna work. So, anyways, with the ball sweat on my chin and the gas station Delta edibles in my stomach, I was ready. I was more than ready. I had some boys with me. We were hanging out. Me and my dude that I usually party with, and he just had some random country boy he knew. We just had a country boy with us. And we're kind of city boys, but we just catch up. We got a country boy. We go to a strip club. The power of my sweaty balls chin immediately. Like, I walked in and every single stripper came up to me and they have a line. And they're like, "We were expecting you?" I don't even know. They're like expecting me. They're giving me gifts of frankincense and myrrh. Like, I'm just having the night of my life getting frankincense and myrrh and incense candles and all these gifts. Like, they just had these gifts and they said, the most powerful man is the one who wears the ball sweat on his chin. And you got to remember that. You got to keep that in mind. But no, on a real note, you guys, I did go to the strip club, sat down, drink water. Now, there was 2 girls this night, but this is the one that still has my heart. This is look at me, you guys. I haven't talked to her at all in 5 months. And look at me. Look, am I mad? I love you, but I can't be with you. It is what it is. But God, when I think of this creature, I don't get mad. Like, I get a little mad that I can't be with her sometimes, or at least be friends or something. But most of the time, I just smile and hope she's doing well. So anyway, she walks right up to me. She's a stripper. I immediately realized something's up, because she didn't ask if I wanted no dance. Now, I'm all stoned, a little vulnerable maybe. But also, when I'm high as fuck on whatever, weed, when I'm stoned as heck, my game is very powerful. I just say things that women are attracted to. A lot of that is just some spiritual wisdom and parenting. Oh, parenting glows me up. It really does. Just be authentic. And guess what? If you're lying, this girl, she'd been through the ringer. I could immediately tell that she had some kind of spiritual nose. Because then we started, I have a little good 20, 30, 40 minutes just go by, man, of us just chatting. And then start talking to my buddies with her and blah, blah, blah. She looks at my one buddy who's just your classic fuck boy. And she's like, "You look like the guy who cheats on his girlfriend and then accuses her of cheating to hide from it." And I'm like, he does that. Yeah, he does. How do you? And I'm like, immediately, that now Cupid is this is now a couple things that are coming out of your mouth. Let's not even worry that you're a stripper in lingerie, hot as fuck, covered in tattoos. I made sure to keep the eye contact, bro. You gotta be careful in there, cause I'll start talking you lose when you start talking a little too sexual or trying to be like Because you're in the back of your head like, I can last an hour, I can last an hour, I can last an hour. You gotta tell her. Tell her how long you last in bed. Tell her about your spiritual sexual magic. Come on. Telling about the 6 and out, baby. Tell her what you can do. She's a stripper. They like sexual stuff. But it's... Normal girls, that can't pique their interest. They want to check it out. I always say, we'll fuck around and find out. I don't care. You gotta not care, too. You'll be like, I don't care. You can fuck around and find out if you want, but, you know. Somebody gone. But yeah, no, what I'm saying is you gotta make... she's in laundry. I was very good at keeping in the face and your beautiful face and your beautiful energy that you're showing me right now. And I think you probably do like me. You probably saw me and you probably felt my energy, and this is working. This is good. But part of it was I did have some pheromones on my chin from, getting the balls sweat. She probably came up to me. A lot of the reason she came up to me that night and talked to me was because I had rubbed my own ball sweat on my chin. Okay? And you might think, well, Bryan, you seem like a guy who girls sometimes these days, at least who you are now, you have the glow that they just come talk to you. So doesn't that happen anyway, Bryan? How did it have anything to do with the ball sweat? If bitches be trying to get it either way. Well, let me tell you what. That encounter went well, but I'm not... Depends on the vibe and the energy. But, if I'm going to go to the strip club, it's either like end of the night or beginning of the night, It's usually a little kickoff, get the night started, go to the normal bars, or you're at the normal bars, fuck this, I want to see sexual imagery in real life. So yeah, that was a 3-month talking phase. That was a woman that at least every 3 days I send something basically implying that I like you and want you still. And it's nice. It's not mean. And that's okay. Because then we went to the party. The real bar. The normal bar. And I'm not even going to get into it. This was the Navy girl, for anybody who knows the stories. But yeah, it was, again, pretty simple, right? It was a little bit of like a networking. Oh, my friend talked to your friend. You both saw us earlier. Your friend like him. You like me. Okay. But I didn't have to do anything other than be high and go to where my brain told me to go. Like, duh. And there is a retard max female situation. You want to have that shit? You got to be stupid as hell and not think about it. You just have to be the big dum-dum, dude. Anytime I've gotten, like, random, I've been approached by the pussy first. Anytime that's happened, it's because I was being retarded and stupid. And like, let me take a selfie with this fucking buoy. And now some girl's making out with me at the beach. Like, it's stupid stuff, you guys. It's dumb. Our world is dumb maxed, bro. It was built to be a dumb max place, a heaven and hell of you just bouncing around like an idiot. Like, oh, I'm in heaven right now, and now I'm in hell. And you just fucking play the roller coaster. Yeah, you don't do this medium shit through life, bro. Ride the fucking tiger. Dude. The mainstream business exec or like high-end salesman making, six figures and up, $100,000 and up. Dude, the mindset is so divulging and diluting and destroying of what we're really here to do, bro. It's so bad. They tell you, like, yeah, the best salesmen, the best dudes in this, they stay in the middle. And they know how to stay in the middle, and they don't get excited when things go well, and they don't get sad when things, they just every day go through the middle. And to some degree, yeah, you don't want to go over the top and be like, oh, I won the president. What happens when you win president? You gotta fucking go hard in the paint and do a bunch of shit and deal with foreign policy. Alright, I had a brain fart right there. Let me smoke some weed and figure out where I was at. Rewind. Rewind function sponsored by. What would I be sponsored by? Fucking Dollar Tree, nigga. Yeah, dude, use promo code fucking, we're smarter than everyone. We don't even need a fucking promo code. We're already getting everything 85% off from Dollar Tree. What? Dude, my bill at CVS for all this shit, $30 at Dollar Tree is like $80 at CVS. Dude, I need shit that I can spray on my face and go outside and get a better suntan. I need this lotion. I need this cough syrup. I need this. Dude, that would be impossible. I need my melatonin. I need all this stuff, man. Shit would be impossible without Dollar Tree. Dude, if you said suck 100 dicks or Dollar Tree was gone forever, who the hell is everybody's going to help, man? You wouldn't even have to. You'd have everybody lined up to ready to suck 100 dicks. And you only need 100 people. Just like 100 dicks. You wouldn't probably have to be one of the volunteers. Because I'll do it. Like the next day on the news, literally. Breaking news. Dollar Tree is threatening to close its business forever. Unless 100 dicks are sucked. The dicks have mobilized and are gathered in Washington, D.C. by that one thing that looks like a dick. The National Monument. Whatever. The fucking thing that looks like a dick. The Dick Monument. Bet you like that Dick Monument, you fucking bitch. It's really good to be stupid. It's blessed. We're blessed to be stupid, bro. I wish I wasn't. I wish I was dumber. Yeah, I don't know. It's sad, dude. Like, it isn't fair, dude. I think all day long, man. All day long sometimes, bro. It's just not fucking fair. And I used to be the one like, it's not fair to me. And now I'm just like, dude, holy shit. Like, it is not a fair and just place. I mean, you can be born. Me personally, and I gotten over and battled my shit, but like, my donkey brains, I mean, I could be dead. Things kind of went my way, honestly. Like, I'm so stupid and have all these mental health disorders. My brain don't do the right things that normal people do. I'm lucky as hell, bro. To have the life that I have, to have a college education and a donkey brain certificate. What? Usually if you have donkey brains, you ain't gonna make it through college. You can't do this, you can't do that. Oh, you have a stutter? You have a stutter most of your life? Fucking stupid fag. And look at you now. You're still a stupid fag, but you don't have a stutter. How about that? How about that? Tourette's. Dude, I just want to... I just want to spit shit out. But guess what? If the shit in my head is crazy person weird nonsense, and people are going to be afraid of me. Like, you can't talk about Hitler. You can't think about Hitler. You can't get excited that, like, you know, Fourth Reich. Let's run it back, baby. You already know. It's my homie. My Hitler, my Hitler. My Hitler, my Hitler. My Hitler, my Hitler. My Adolf, my Adolf. My Adolf, my Adolf. I'm gonna ride on that train with the Adolf and take the cyanide, bro. I know he's not gonna do it. But I know that if I don't take this... Dude, imagine Eva Braun on that shit. She's just like... Man, he ain't taking that. But if I don't take it and die right here, then he's gonna think I don't love him. Our lives are... No, Eva Braun was probably like, yeah, that's a smart decision. We're running away on a train. When they find us, they're going to torture us or something. We're going to spend the rest of our lives in custody. Like, we just started World War II and then lost and enslaved and murdered people. We just enslaved and murdered and genocided. Like, the world is pissed. Like, we're going to get arrested anywhere we go. We can't do anything. You might as well take cyanide pill and fucking reincarnate and get on with it. No, I can't say that. Sorry, that's a joke, bro. That is not real. Don't do that. That is just a funny joke. Reincarnation is beautiful and magical, but we are all beautiful and magical humans, and everyone's life has value. And everything I say is just a joke. I do not condone violence or hate speech. Yeah, I do. If someone's being a fucking dick, like, can we just start doing this whole... Can we just... It's like these women and these men, and they think that they can just be a little shit all the time, and nobody ever checks them. We gotta check. Dude, there's a lady complaining in the dispensary. I almost said, why don't you get the fuck out of here? It's just getting weed, bro, and you're complaining. On the online orders, yeah, I mean the online orders so I can pick it up quicker. Oh, why didn't let him go for it? It's like, lady, the apple is gonna fall where the apple is gonna fall, and you're gonna get your weed, and at the most, this minor inconvenience is just maybe 3 minutes. It's like maybe 3 minutes more than usual. And you know what? A lot of times, it ain't. It's less wait than usual, and these people are just psychotic. And I've been there, dude. Traffic gets me. Things get you, bro. Things can get you. Don't get beat up if things get you. They're going to get you sometimes. Don't beat yourself up. But this lady, if I was her, I would beat myself up after that. I would have said, wow, I'm a fucking asshole. Who the hell complains in a dispensary? And I'm sure she went home, smoked some weed, and was like, damn. And I know my arthritis was killing me, but I didn't have to be a bitch about it. God damn it, Cindy. Miss Cindy. Her fucking arthritis. I bet it doesn't even hurt that bad. She's just on her period complaining in the dispensary. Oh, wait. She's hit menopause. Really, there's nothing to complain about as a woman. Once your shit's, no more complaining. No, I wonder what a hormonal. Women are hot and sexy, but it's like it doesn't seem fun to be like the whole girls just want to have fun is them drunk dancing around and then somebody else's nightmare the next morning. You feel me? And then the rest of the week. Like they'd be somebody's nightmare. They'd be your nightmare. On God. You think it's some fun, beautiful girl you meet out about and you slowly fucking learn that if you pick the wrong one, that be is girls want to have fun, but the alcohol, dude, if you can find a girl just want to have fun, she bring that energy every day, boom, you got yourself one. But the ones that be, oh, you think she's fun because y'all have fun party night, they're moody, they're a problem. You gotta deal with them every day. And then you get that like 24 hours of fun. And then it's even worse after like the next day. It's a fucking mess. So yeah, how many girls do you? That's just a happy, good vibe that isn't autistic. I've never met a happy woman unless she was an autistic girl that has to wear like headphones. She'll freak out. But somehow, some way, in my head, if I think, oh, who was the nicest, fucking kindest girl I can think that I've met over the past 2 years. And it was this girl that I work with at a UPS store. And I hired her because she was the nicest one on the phone. I hired her. I wasn't even the manager. I just have balls. I don't want to be the manager. I'll do the stuff for the manager because I'm like that. Dude, you gotta be able to be a beta alpha. You can't do this whole like one dick. Well, I gotta be the fucking driver. That's how my daughter is. She's gonna be a 5-year-old child. That's how my daughter is. That's how kids are. Oh, I want to be the one to do. I want to be. That's how we are when we're kids. When we're an adult, bro, you gotta learn to be the beta alpha. You gotta learn to ride in the cockpit. You feel me? You gotta learn to be Luke Skywalker, and you've been shooting a bunch of womp rats on Tatooine your whole life, and you're just on Han Solo's ship, just happy to be in a fucking gunship. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to it. You're just like, hell yeah, this is my chance. I've been shooting womp rats. Let's shoot some actual galactic spacecrafts and get into Star Wars. Let's get into a Star War out here. I've been waiting for this shit. He's just happy to be in the game. You gotta be just happy to be in the game. You don't need to be the star of attention. You just gotta be happy to play life. And especially for all you people that suffer, that don't have reasons to suffer, is such a problem. Like, I know a lot of people who have a lot of reasons to suffer and shit's hard for them because they're born a certain way or have a certain defect or disorder, dude. And that is, it's unfair. It's literally unfair. For some people it is scripted, and sometimes it could just be like, oh, you had piece of shit parents that sold drugs, and then who knows, you have good people that, or bad people that come out of that. But yeah, there's a lot of different things. But the mental disorders and the people that just can't compute, or like physical stuff where you can't walk, bro, and people in a wheelchair, disabled, paralyzed, like there's so many things that, man, you're feeling shitty, feeling down on yourself, man. There's somebody who can't, they're not allowed to go get their license or something because they got epilepsy or whatever. And there's so many different things like that. You don't understand what that shit is like. Your life is normal, blah, blah, blah. You get your driver's license every 6 years, blah, blah, blah. And motherfucker's gonna be like, oh, it's cold outside. You gonna complain about something that ain't nobody gonna ever control. How the hell are you gonna say it's cold out? when you got all your faculties and all your physical shit and your life, you know, these people, they have their little high school life, they get their little college life, they get their married. And then you get lost as a man. You get fucking lost and you're miserable. You're more miserable than somebody who has disorders and physical disabilities. People end up more miserable and doing more miserable shit. So yeah, dude, we play this game of inches. But the things that we can control and tweak and improve on, we think about all the things that are bad. And then you have a whole ass generation of healthy people who are depressed and they don't fucking know why. I'm just depressed and anxious. I'm a bitch. And I'm not like, and these people might go throughout their day. Every 3 days at least, they have an encounter where they act like a complete asshole, shithead. I met one of these types of people working at Walmart. I almost told him I was gonna be like, one. This whole like you holding power over me because you're a person, I'm an employee. Dude, I don't care. I'll remember your face. If I see you around that's not here, I've now remembered your face. I'm going to verbally harass you. I remember you, sir. And as soon as we step out of here, I ain't no Walmart employee that's going to kiss your ass. I, still this day, it was like 3 years ago, I remember this fucking guy. Gave me a whole bunch of shit and was a dick. And then I had to tell him to get the hell out of this. I had to kick him out of the fucking store. I said, go to fucking Best Buy, you boner. But also, in my head, you just made my list, buddy. Yeah, you made my list of people who, if I see you, I'm going to run my mouth. And if I had it my way, I would just knock you out in one punch. And again, I don't condone violence is bad. But we should just, some people just get clocked out. You clock out for a little bit. You needed to learn a little lesson. Put his fucking lights out. You wake up like, how the fuck did I get on the ground? Oh, that guy hit me? Oh, someone can do that to me if I'm a dick? Oh, I can just get my lights shut out? Oh, let me not do that anymore. Let me think and have some empathy for other people before I get knocked out. Some of these bitches, bro, they got hit, but they didn't get. You gotta really have that force of like, how the hell did I get on the ground? You can't just choke her. You gotta knock her out. Just one little punch to the head. It's not even domestic violence at that point. It says in the laws. Yeah, it's not even. You won't get charged. You can knock some. That should be it though. You know. Because a slap is just going to be like, oh, you hit me. You need like a knockout where like the full force, like I can literally delete you, lady or man or whoever is giving you a problem. Like I can physically delete you for like 10 seconds and you wake up on the ground like, what the fuck? Like that can happen. If I do that, someone might get so mad that they blank me. Oh. I learned that with road rage. Like, I'm not going to do road rage. I'm good at it, and I'm willing to pull over and fight somebody. But, like, yeah, you are going to, if you go around in road rage, you're going to get in one that involves guns and shooting. And I just have a machete. So, like, yeah, I can't even shoot back. So I'm not gonna get into that whole being a dick until someone's been a dick to me. But I digress, you know. It's all up to you. What's the fucking time at? I want this to be long as fuck. Long dick. What's up, Chingy? Be 2 hours. 2:09. Honestly, that's probably good, bro. It's gonna be 10. Yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. What a beautiful episode. What a great show. As always, keep it fucking real. And we will catch you next time. Peace.